Hey everyone, this is VJ32. This is 366 Days of Cards, and this is the new Karnival deck. Right here. Bicycle Karnival Earthtone9. And it does say bicycle on top. It says Karnival Earthtone9 playing cards on the bottom. You got an interesting spade pip with these circles in the center. Almost looks like a tunnel or something. And it's got a lot of intricate details, lots of leaves and patterns and stuff like that all over the place. And there's also a star on top and bottom. On the one side it says Air Custom Fitness, made in USA. You got that same design as in the spade pip. It's a logo, I guess. And on the other side, brought to you by Big Blind Media. On the top it says earthtone9.co.uk. I noticed because right next to co.uk you see a 9, so it's got to be earthtone9.co.uk. On the bottom, bigblindmedia.com, artwork by Sam Hales, dosepron.com, and some trademark stuff. The back, you see the back design of the cards, which has a lot of the same patterns as on the front of the box, essentially. So a lot of intricate details, a lot of intricate patterns, that same circular symbol. And you do have, I don't know if you can see, some skulls right here on the sides. And there's some spikes up here, some flowers in the corner, and then and just all sorts of details, and of course a standard seal. Alright, nothing important on the flaps. Inside, you do get this informational card that has the same logo and says Earthtone9. And it says the Karnival Earthtone9 deck was created to celebrate the career of post-metal act Earthtone9. I've never heard of post-metal, I have no idea what it is, but it's some kind of a band. One of the people works for Big Blind Media or whatever, so they created this deck. And it says you can download a free 16-track compilation album spanning the highlights of their career. I'm not sure how long it is. You can go to earthtone9.co.uk and download those songs if you want. And then in the back you see the back design. As you can see, it does have a slight black border, and it's a lot of brown colors in the backs. And you do get a double backer, which always comes in handy. And again, it's hard to tell, but there is a bit of a black border in there, although it almost matches, blends in with the rest of the deck, which has got an earth wood type feel to it. Club pips look like this. There is actually a brownish color inside the pip and a nice border on them. As you can see right there, you can see there's a different color than the black. And that's what you get there. Here's the Ace of Hearts. It's got that same logo in the center, the circle. And it's got a couple of skulls on here on the sides where my thumb is. Lots of intricate details. And a star here on the bottom. And it's kind of interesting, pretty cool. The Ace of Spades, the same thing, just that it's a spade pip and it's got this kind of an ivory yellowy color. Court cards, not bad. They look like your standard bicycle court card, except that it's a black face with a white box, as you can see, and it's a little bit simplified. It doesn't have as many details as a standard bicycle court card. It looks basically like your standard Karnival court card. A lot of Karnival decks have similar court cards. You can see again the difference in the color. It's very interesting pips. We got another court card. Your hearts look like this. Again, they got red pips with a yellowy border, and there is basically the pips are like scratched up. You can see it's like scratched up. That's what it looks like to me. It's a scratchy look. Apologize about the lighting. Your diamonds, you know, overall the pips are standard, except that they got a scratch type color look to them. And there's those. Jokers look like this. You got the same kind of artwork as on the front of the box with the spikes and that circular symbol, and there's a star. There is a Roman numeral here on the bottom for 4. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. A couple of skulls on here as well, and it says Joker on top on the ribbon. That's what you get for a Joker. And more court cards. Ace of Clubs, just like the other ones, same artwork. It's got a couple of stars on there. Yeah, those are stars. They don't look like stars on the camera. There you go, you can see there, stars. Not bad. And the Ace of Diamonds, again, same thing as the other ones. Stars and circular symbol. And then your other Joker is identical. There's no reveals or anything like that. Surprisingly, no reveals on any cards. Because usually they have some kind of reveal on the box or on the cards. There's nothing in this deck. Anyway, overall, it's a pretty nice deck. It's different. It's got, you know, basically black borders, black faces. It's not going to be too durable because there's going to be some chipping. But unlike the other one I reviewed yesterday, it's not borderless. And it does handle good so far. And I got no problems with it. The back design, if I was, you know, to rate things, the back design has got a lot of details, and you can see they actually put some effort into it, although it looks like it's slightly out of whack. But it's not bad, and it's not that noticeable. And I'd probably give it at least a 3.5 out of 5 for the back design. The faces, fairly standard, but at the same time they're 100% custom. Jokers, or you know, they're okay, they're not the greatest. The aces I like, pretty nice, especially the red ones. And the court cards are nice, you know, familiar court cards because they're bicycle court cards, but they're simplified and they do kind of pop a little bit, those colors that they used. So for the faces, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. And what did I say for the backs? 3.5, I think, out of 5. Oops. Handling wise, they're good. 4 out of 5, no problems there. And overall, you know, probably a 4 out of 5. It's not a bad deck. It's a lot better than the Z-Ray deck that I reviewed yesterday because it's obviously useful for Magic, or usable for Magic anyways, because it's not borderless and it handles good and it looks good, and it's fairly standard faces. You'd be able to use it for cards, no problem. Probably not poker, but for other games you could use it for sure. And as far as cardistry is concerned, I don't see why not. Although there's probably better decks out there for it. So overall, it's a pretty nice deck. Definitely get it if you are into collecting Karnival decks, or if you like big blind media decks. And for a change, you know, this deck is not really skull themed. Doesn't have a whole lot of skulls in it, and what there is of skulls is hard to notice. Kind of like the Z-Ray deck. It's pretty nice that they're sort of not focusing on skulls too much, at least with the last two decks. So overall, you know, if you like collecting cards or you like Karnival cards, you want to have a complete series, definitely pick it up. Either way, it's a pretty nice deck, but there's probably nicer ones out there. I can almost guarantee it. And not to mention, these ones are not the most durable, like I mentioned, because the borders will tip and are tipping. That's what I've got. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I will see you next time. I gotta go before my battery dies. There you go. See ya. Oh, and quick note, if you're in the advanced contest, make sure you get your entries in so that we can get that done before the end of the year, or before the world ends, which is like in 2 weeks, or whatever it is. And yeah, I'll see you next time.